completed their sweep of the Suns last night, 131-122 win, powered by 31 points from SGA. The reigning champion now awaits the winner of the 4-5 matchup between the Lakers and Rockets. Sun star Devin Booker struggled throughout the series against Oklahoma City's just swarming defense, finishing with 24 points and a -16 plus-minus in the series clinching loss. Booker averaged 21.3 points per game on 46% shooting from the field in the first round against the Thunder. It's the first postseason of his career without a 25-point game in the series. So now that the Suns season is officially over, who needs a split more? Is it Devin Booker from the Suns or the Suns from Devin Booker, Stephen A?
I think it's Devin Booker from the Suns. I don't know how something like this is interpreted, Big Perk. Here's what I mean. To Matt Ishbia, who obviously I've been critical of in the past, that is no longer the case. I think Phoenix did a hell of a job this year. I think he did a hell of a job as the owner, hiring the coach that he hired, getting the personnel that he got, and upgrading. I love Dylan Brooks on this team. I love Dylan Brooks, period. I wish he was on the Knicks, me personally. I love the instigator that he is. He does his job. Jalen Green, upside. We know he's got talent, just sporadic. But I love what Ishbia and the Phoenix Suns are doing, and I applaud them. And I don't blame them one bit for wanting to hold on to a staple like Devin Booker. But it's time that we look at Devin Booker differently. And I'm going to look at Devin Booker, came out of Kentucky, who's once scored 70 points in a game, who's one of the elite scorers in this game. I got a lot of love for Devin Booker. Did relatively decent in the finals against Milwaukee. He's not a scrub. He can ball. And he's an all-star caliber player. 5 all-star selections in the last 7 years. 11 seasons, debuted in the NBA at 19 years of age. 2-time All-NBA selection. Regular season averages of 24.6 points, 5.3 rebounds, 4 assists rather than 4 rebounds, and has averaged at least 25 points in each of the last 8 seasons. My brother, when are you going to start winning? I mean, it's like Devin Booker, and I'm not throwing any shade. I'm just saying that his gifts, his greatness as a player, Perk, at some point in time, like you just said, we demand so much of everybody else. What about him? He gets no shade thrown in his direction. We all hear what a great guy he is. We all know what a great talent he is. And we certainly have heard about his golf game. We've heard.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The Phoenix Suns season is over. The Oklahoma City Thunder completed the sweep last night, winning 131-122. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dropped 31 points. The Thunder are moving on, and the Suns are going home. But here is the bigger story. Devin Booker struggled the entire series. He averaged just 21.3 points per game. That is the first postseason of his career without a 25-point game. He had 17 shot attempts in Game 1, 14 in Game 2, 16 in Game 3, 16 in Game 4. That is not the aggression you expect from a superstar. And Stephen A. Smith went off on First Take this morning. He said Devin Booker is too comfortable in Phoenix. He needs to be traded. Let me show you exactly what he said. Roll the clip. Did you catch that? Let me break this down because Stephen A. did not hold back. He started by praising the Suns organization. He said, Phoenix did a hell of a job this year. I love Dylan Brooks on this team. I love what Ishbia is doing. But then he turned his attention to Devin Booker. Stephen A. said, it's time that we look at Devin Booker differently. When are you going to start winning? We demand so much of everybody else. What about him? He gets no shade thrown in his direction. We all hear what a great guy he is. We all know what a great talent he is. We've heard a lot about his golf game and his business ventures. He is very, very comfortable in Phoenix, Arizona. And then Stephen A. dropped the hammer. He said, I need to see a Devin Booker that's literally clamoring and starving to win. I need to see losing does that awful, sickening feeling on his face. Not a player that seems content and balling out, being elite, but his team losing every year, he home in April, and it ain't no big deal. I need to see that dude wear, yo, man, I want a damn championship. I don't see that right now. Stephen A. then suggested that the Suns should trade Booker. He said, if you're Matt Ishbia, you got to ask yourself, is Devin Booker a number one option, a Batman that could get me to the promised land? The answer is hell no. And he is not alone. Kendrick Perkins agreed. He said, I believe Devin Booker is a certified number 2, a Robin to a Batman. Perkins pointed out that Booker had only 14 to 17 shot attempts per game in the series. He said, that's not gonna cut the mustard. That's not the level of aggression I want to see out of my number one option. And he compared Booker to Kobe Bryant. He said, no matter how great of a defensive team we were, Kobe was going to get up those field goal attempts, double team or not. He was going to find a way. I didn't see that from Devin Booker. Stephen A. then told a story about Kobe Bryant. He said, Kobe loved LA. But when the Lakers were losing after Shaq left, Kobe said he would rather play on Pluto than play for the Los Angeles Lakers because he was so disgusted with what the organization was not doing. Then they got Pau Gasol and went to 3 straight finals and won back-to-back titles. No matter how great Tinseltown was, he was like, bump that. I'll go someplace else before I sit here and lose. I'd love to see that kind of attitude from Devin Booker. And here is the kicker. The Suns have lost 10 straight playoff games. 10. In a row. That is tied for the longest postseason losing streak in NBA history. Stephen A. said, where the hell is the animosity? Where's the attitude? There's too much love going on for a team that lost 10 straight playoff games. Now, I want to be clear. Devin Booker is an elite scorer. He averaged 28.2 points per game in the NBA Finals against the Milwaukee Bucks. He has 5 All-Star selections in the last 7 years. He is a 2-time All-NBA selection. He has averaged at least 25 points in each of the last 8 seasons. The game is there. But Stephen A. is right about one thing. Booker is comfortable. He loves Phoenix. Phoenix loves him. And that is the problem. There is no urgency. There is no desperation. There is no I will go anywhere to win. And until that changes, the Suns are going to keep losing in the first round. Perkins suggested a trade to Detroit. He said, Cade Cunningham, Devin Booker in the backcoat. Now you got smoke again. That would be a dynamic duo. Cunningham is a rising star. Booker would be the perfect Robin. And the Pistons have the assets to make it happen. I want to know what you think. Should the Suns trade Devin Booker? And if so, where should he go? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And subscribe if you want to stay locked in. We are building something real here. See you next time. Peace.